so we want to go down this way. Oh, that is a lot of spiders. Really? Can't hit that one in the back there? I was like, give me a crit. Got 2 crits. Oh, but I didn't even... Oh, I didn't kill that one.
No way.
We're gonna use your MP as well. Don't really care about that spider right now. Drop something. Do it. You suck of food.
We're good to go.
Oh, man. That one's pretty good. That one's pretty good. Oh, man. Moon glasses. This treasure chest was supposed to have a witty saying, but we drew a blue blanc. See, they spelled blue blanc correct there. Alright. Alright, we are... Oh, okay, this is a dead end. So, aha, rewarded for going back. There were so many of you that were doubting me. Well, doubt that. Let's do another one of those. There's got to be a perfect world here. Doesn't look like it.
No way.
I wonder if I put 10% crit on Olivier, if that will give him 10% crit on arts.
No way.
Still could die. Hopefully she levels up right here.
Enjoy the show.
She did. Perfect timing. Still didn't get a sucker food drop. Ah, another one. What is that? That's the last... Oh, it's Ren. Oh, crap. I was right. Pattern matter. Now this is a surprise. What's it doing here? Wait, could that stone have Ren inside then? Looks to me, it looks to me to be a large archaism used by Ouroboros. Your reactions say there's more to it than that, however. You could say that, yeah. Let's go get that stone. I'm gonna save first, because that pattern matter could attack me. Oh, man. After all this time, we finally found you. You must have spent a long while looking for the person inside. Then we shouldn't keep you waiting any longer. Let's hurry back to the garden and release them right away. Yeah, thanks, Reese. We are going to get Ren. Strega Zero. Have you seen those chests from Erebonia? They're the strong silent type. Oh my gosh. Why am I so bad? Good thing I'm not getting punished. Ren, Ren, Ren. Okay. So let's just assume that Ren is good, because there's really no reason to assume that she's not. Who is gonna get booted for Ren? Ooh. No! Only way I'm fighting these guys is if I get the preemptive. Oh man, you need to stop bringing the homies with you. What a jerk. I don't think he dropped anything either. Like a sucker. King 3? Yeah, didn't get anything. Those guys just don't want to drop anything anymore. Alright, so... that's the only other way to go. There might be a little... stone thingy. To choose left or to choose right. Only the cards know what the future holds. If you wish to step inside, present the card that governs fate. The card. Hack Sputter. Sorry, I've got a bit of a chesty cough. Alright, dog. Act like you've been reading for like hundreds of hours. I mean, not hundreds. It hasn't been hundreds for me. It's been more like I don't know. What are we at right now? 17, so 80 hours. Man, what you got? What you got? Huh, a Subaru. Anything new quartz-wise? Oh, we can afford the ruby gem. What's that? Ooh, there it is. Onyx gem. Oh man, Impede 5 is crazy. Ooh. Oh ho ho. That's a tough one. I think we'll have a better chance of getting 600 than we will getting 1,000. So we're gonna go for this. Thank you very much. Let's see. I think we're gonna go with the ATS for now. Let's equip this on all the relevant people. Okay, so remove Ruby Gem. Oh, she's gonna need another one though. You don't have. Oh, yeah, I guess you do have. Okay. Sapphire. I guess I'm giving you Onyx for now. Okay. Let's go back to base. I want to get rid of Homeboy Slice's hit 4. Richard. Yeah, hit 2. Get rid of this action as well. Give that to somebody else. EP cut 4. We're gonna give you an EP. Well, we don't really have that many people that be using EP cuts, but we'll do that just in case. Yeah, you don't even have EP cut. Wanted you to have hit 4, but you don't have the slot for it. Means we have to do shenanigans. We need to get rid of that. Then like that. Oh, and strike. Critically strike with 10% success. It doesn't actually say if it works for arts, but it doesn't not say that it doesn't work for something else. Stuff. Hit 3, hit 3. Might as well give you EP cut 4. Could give you an action 4. Oh, I wanted to give you action 4. Problem is, we don't have a space to give it to you. Once again, getting screwed over. How much is it going to cost to give you level 2 stuff? Okay, so a couple of battles. I haven't been upgrading hers primarily because what does she need EP for? But I keep forgetting that, you know, one day we're gonna get the good stuff. Alright, let's get Ren. This is gonna be a lot of talking. A lot of talking. Last character though. Let me go grab mine. I can't believe it. It really is Ren. Looks like she's fast asleep. Papa, Mama, why? Ren. Where am I? Oh, this is just a dream. Ren. Stell? Joshua and Tita, too. What a nice dream this is. Ren. Oh. Oh, silly Estelle. You're supposed to be older than me. You shouldn't be acting like a clingy child. So warm, though, and you smell so nice. It's almost like this isn't a dream, What's going on? Ren, this... What are you doing here? No, never mind that. What am I doing here? It's okay, Ren. I'm going to explain now, so try and stay calm, okay? You see, we're not sure how it happened. Don't come any closer. Take another step towards me, I will kill you. I'll try to handle this, Estelle. Do you mind taking a step back? Okay. Happy to see you again, Ren. How have you been all this time? How is that any of your business? You're just as bad as Estelle is, Joshua. Why won't you two leave me alone and stop following me around? I figured you must have noticed. You're right. For the past few months, we've been traveling around trying to find you. Really? Wouldn't that have been an interesting game to play? Just saying. We're in Crossbow at the moment, too. Are we getting warmer? You're in Crossbow? Why? Why do you want to find me so much? We just want a chance to talk to you. We heard from a reliable source that you haven't been back to Ouroboros since we last fought. Is that true? What's that got to do with either of you? All I want is to be left alone. I don't want to talk to either of you. I don't want to see you. A reliable source. Who's your reliable source? Who in the world is going to talk to you from Ouroboros about her? There's nobody left that's on your side. So why won't you just leave me be? Because, sorry Ren, this one's on me. Ever since you flew off, I haven't been able to get you off my mind. I've been getting Joshua to look into where you might be. All right, I need to close my window. Hold on a second. Many loud noises. I've been getting Joshua to look into where you might be, and we've been going around chasing down every possible lead. But that's why I'm so happy to finally be able to see you again like this. But... Oh, I get it now. You're lying, aren't you? Really? All of that's just a cover for the fact you're trying to capture me. Sorry to disappoint you, but I only know about as much as Joshua does about Ouroboros. Even if you catch me, you're not going to get anything useful out of me, and even if I did know lots of dirty secrets, I wouldn't tell you. I bet you feel really stupid for wasting your time now. Wait a second, that's not... Or are you going to try your luck anyway? You've sure brought a lot of familiar faces for backup. Even I might have trouble taking on this many people at once. But I'm confident I'll leave at least a few of you headless before I end up beaten. Ren, you've got to be kidding me. What are we supposed to do, Shara? Don't ask me. This doesn't look good. Well, I think I know who you are now. Ouroboros Enforcer number 15, the Angel of Slaughter, correct? You certainly do know me. I don't know you, though. Are you a knight of the church? Yes, I'm Reese Argent, a squire. And while I may not be familiar with your circumstances, would it hurt you to behave less like a self-centered child? Excuse me? Did you call me a self-centered child? From what I've heard, your intelligence and deductive reasoning have few peers. That led you to joining Ouroboros, obtaining both the current rank and abilities you you now have. So unless I'm wrong, I find it very hard to believe you haven't already figured out that this isn't a trap we've set to capture you. And yet you still expect us to waste our time and humor your little temper tantrum. So yes, I did call you a self-centered child. Reese? Darn, she sure doesn't mince words. No, she doesn't. My, you're a brave one, aren't you, miss? Did I hear the lowly squire like you trying to provoke an enforcer like me? You must really want to end up splattered all over the floor. I could say the same to you. I have no idea why everyone else here regards you favorably, but I, for one, have no interest in being friends with someone from Ouroboros. So if a battle is what you want, I will be more than happy to oblige. Oh no, Reese. A Templar sword, huh? Those can certainly be a rude awakening in the right hands. Of course, everyone else who's tried to challenge me with one ended up being quite predictable after a while. Before long, they were all begging me for mercy like pigs to be slaughtered. It was ever so pitiful. I can't wait to hear you do the same. Ren, no. Do you actually want to fight? Or do you only intend to stand around trying to sound threatening? I suppose that is enough talking. Come on, you two. Both of you, stop it. Tita? Hey, wait a sec. Why are the two of you so desperate to try and fight when you know you don't really want to? Ren, you were trying to make it sound like you don't care about Estelle and Joshua, but deep down you're happy to see them again and you know it. And Reese, you've already realized that Ren's not actually a bad person. It doesn't matter that she's from Ouroboros. Well, I'm happy? Of course I'm not. Why would I possibly be? Then why did you look so happy when Estelle hugged you? Right up until the moment you realized this was all real, you were acting like it was the best dream you've ever had. And now you're saying you don't want to talk to them? That you don't want to see them? Hold on a minute, Tita. And that's not true at all. That's not true at all, so just admit it. Sniffle. Sweetie. I swear, she just cut my life short about 10 years. What the heck was she thinking? Look at you, honestly. You gonna slap her? I thought you were a year older than me, you know? Yet here you are, crying away. You're not setting a very good example. I can't help it. What am I supposed to do when you guys finally see each other again and all you do is end up fighting? That's just too sad. Hey. What are you crying for? Why did you have to... You know the answer to that already, Ren. Because she likes you. She does? Hey, Ren. I know we've still got our differences, but how about we put all that aside and call a truce for now? A truce? As I'm sure you can tell, we're in the middle of a really messy situation right now. And however you got here, you've ended up being dragged right into it with us. I'd say it's in all our best interests to work together. At least until we get out of here anyway. What do you say? That's certainly true. There's still plenty we don't know about our predicament. Having someone with your intellect on our side may well help us fill in the remaining blanks. In fact, I would greatly welcome your assistance. Kinda weird coming from Richard over there. Yeah, I'm with the Colonel. He's not a colonel. Yeah, he's not a colonel, Estelle. Regardless, I think it would be in your best interest to work with us too. Cooperating will allow you to gather information more efficiently, as well as make it easier for you to ensure your own safety. That's true. It's obvious that wherever we are, it's somewhere abnormal. So it goes without saying that having me around would be a big help to all of you. Alright, out of respect for Tita's bravery, I'll spare you all this time. Fill me in on exactly what's going on here. Oh. Thanks, Ren. Just so we're clear, I haven't decided whether I'm going to work with you or not yet. All I'm promising is to listen to your explanation of what's happening. Then I'll decide if I'll help. Mm-hmm. 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 You ain't gonna fool me, Ren. I see. I think I've got a pretty good idea what's going on now. Whoever chose this place's name couldn't have picked a better one, could they? Or couldn't they? What? Have you figured something out that we hadn't? Possibly. I'm still not completely certain yet, but I'm relatively confident in my theory after hearing the Colonel's story, though. Me? My own experience was the same as everyone else's, ending up here after being surrounded by a sudden white light. But you say you weren't wearing your uniform when it happened to you, right, Colonel? How many times must I? Well, whatever. I wasn't. As I explained to everyone when I first arrived, I was wearing a shirt and slacks as I do every other day at work. Right, just checking. So then, tell me something. Would you say you have quite a strong emotional attachment to that uniform? Pardon? Oh, that's a definite yes. It's a symbol of your past, and the past you just can't quite move on from, even though you need to. Am I right? Yes, you are. Richard. It's no surprise you feel that way from my perspective. And lo and behold, the moment you appeared in this world, you were wearing that very same uniform again. Whatever do you think that could mean? That would mean when I arrived here, my attachment to the past ended up being manifested as reality. In other words, the world is capable of changing based on people's thoughts. Oh, now it makes sense. Not to me, it doesn't. Can you explain in slightly less complicated terms for the rest of us? It's actually a really simple thing. You remember how Luciola used a gospel to make you experience a dream, right? Right. The dreams we saw were different depending on what we wanted to see, too. Of course. Unlike that, this isn't a dream, but the concept is basically the same. Anyway, just like in Luciola's dream worlds, this world changes depending on what the people inside it want. It also happens to recreate places that exist in their memories, too. It all falls into place nicely once you simplify it, doesn't it? I mean, this is just like a hypothesis at best. So it does. It explains the monuments we've encountered and the doors, and how the doors work too. Still, while that explanation may explain the contents of this world, I find it hard to believe that any of us would desire the predicament we found ourselves in. Oh, I don't disagree. We're not the only ones here, though, are we? Oh. So in other words, many of the contents of this world exist because of us, but its overall structure is the result of someone else within it. From what I can gather, yes. What exactly is making all of this possible is the part I'm still puzzling over. Making people's wishes reality was the purpose of the Ariel, but now that's been lost, and I can't think of anything else capable of doing the same. I think it's easy for all of us to point the finger at who wished for the world to behave the way it does, at the very least. Lord of Phantasma. Exactly. Based on everything that's been said, they weren't in this world originally. That was just the ghost you've encountered. Until the Lord of Phantasma, he simply watched over this place from this garden here. But then they showed up, stole her power, and started remaking the world according to their own whims. The result is what we're stuck in right now. Well, what do you think? Wow. Darn, feels like you just popped your head in and solved all these crazy mysteries like they were nothing. It's certainly impressive. Even I hadn't been able to deduce quite that much. You really are a genius, Ren. I'm sure you could have worked this much out if you really put your mind to it, Joshua. Unless Estelle's stupidity is actually contagious and rubbed off on you. Oof. Well, that's not very nice. Pretty sure that's not the case. That her stupidity rubbed off on you, or that it's contagious? Dearie me. Either way, it sounds like this Lord of Phantasma person likes games just as much as I do. And without me, I don't know if you'll be able to beat them, so I suppose I'd better lend you all a hand. I hope you're all very grateful. Yeah, sure. It's nice to have a cutie like you on board, Ren. Well, now that that's settled, it's time to use that cube to take us back to the 5th plane so we can move on. Now that we've gotten closer to working out what's going on, we should be able to move on to the next part of the game board now. I'm guessing our opponent's ready to make their next move too. Someone's confident. Still, have it your way. It's not as though we have any other... Okay, it's not as though we have any option other than to press on. I'm expecting we'll encounter a devil at the end of this plane, just like we have at all the others. We should only move on once we're sure we can handle it. Oh, I could really do without the extra trouble. And again, I am kind of curious what these devils are like in reality. Would you like to come and have a look with me, Tita? I'm not sure just the two of us would be such a good idea. Daw. She was so opposed to being with us earlier, but look at her now. Yeah, I'm really glad she came around. Hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to her while we're in here, too. Yeah. Alright. Ren. Low stamina, but incredible arts, not limited by lines. What does that mean? It is kind of true. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. He's level 119. Well, not limited by line. Oh my gosh. You've got some stuff. Death. Oh my gosh. You've got some stuff. She is decked out. An Enforcer Scythe, said to be able to claim 9 lives at once. Interesting. Did I pick up? $50. So her strength is all right. She is kind of squishy in the sense of, like, she doesn't have as much HP as everybody else, but she has more than Tita. But I guess Tita's a backline. She's really not that amazing at arts, though. You have 1,800. Granted, you're getting 600 from just that. So if we were to give her 600, she would be, I guess, comparable. She seems more like a frontliner. She seems more like a Joshua, basically. Still bugs me, like I wanna see the crafts, you know. So Ren, 15% experience in Sepith, minus defense. So she's, I mean, Reese doesn't have any downsides, but the extra 5% experience is nothing to laugh at. Alright. Well, I can't use Ren right now, because I need a caster. But, assuming we do get to choose our next party, we'll probably go Kevin, Tita, Ren, and Richard, and just kind of see what they can do. Actually,
Understood.
Let's move out.
Leave it to Ren.
I've changed my mind.
Adequate performance.
What I'm gonna do is I'm going to I'm gonna take them into combat, and I want to see what they're capable of. I need to save.